EG can.
It is time, my friends, for a legendary matchup. Loud versus EG, Evil Geniuses versus Loud, Potter versus Fraud. Two old friends, legendary players and coaches. My friends, this is a very important game in the sense that Pancada said that if they win here today, they will be unstoppable in the stage 2. Okay, they need this win, my friends. They need something going on for them. And for EG, same thing, man. I think they already qualified for playoffs, but they want to win against Loud. I won't be present on this one. I spent a lot of time with my family today. I got 0 sleep, so I will rest and I will leave you guys with the highlights. I hope you enjoy it. I see you probably tomorrow. I can promise.
DigiZen also been very good this year.
I love when they've got DigiZen on this Neon, pivoting to that in stage 1. He's had a number of dominant maps, and they've usually been on Lotus.
A little bit of a standoff here as the smokes fall. EG, they win both fights immediately. That's a really nice opener for them.
And they're execing into B side at the same time. Right now it's just Icy that got past the buys wall, and I think EG are going to call the spike to loop back over to A. Just sort of leave Icy here to hear footsteps. He's hearing 2 people run through spawn right now.
Yeah, Loud have made a nice pivot here, reading the situation, expecting that those players on A could be pushing up, that they'll likely be finishing the execute there. Kalenzin's has inserted himself deep. Oh my god, Luke Show. Fantastic shot. I mean, this guy has been on a totally different level than the competition since joining Loud.
Still in this one. Icy's gotten that kill, but the spike is in Luke Show's hands. He's got 3 kills already, yet to even take a lick of damage. And I think this just comes down to isolating a fight. It's a 2-on-1. Either way, Loud want to slice it. Kalenzin, how are they winning this round? Nature alone in a 1v2 now.
With only 20 seconds, being stalled by Util as well.
Luke Show faces. Through the smoke goes Kawa as well. 10 seconds, he needs both these kills, that's one. Swing in, trying to find the shot. Luke Show dips back into the smoke. There's no time to plant, or he's running. He has it just in the nick of time, but Luke Show's gonna push. Surely Luke Show pushes the time! Nature! Not a second to spare!
That is unbelievable. Nature in the 1v2 there. First of all, secret agent mission to get the first kill, and then somehow sneak in, grab the spike, and then pulling off there. Using the O for the Red Bull clutch in the gunfight instead of on time getting the spike down.
By the way, a moment comes up where the post-mortem smoke is super valuable from running the Clove. Potter's already hyped up. I mean, look, we're only 1 round in, but that feels like they're about to carry some of the momentum.
Looks like EG might not even snap that ulti just yet. It's going to come in, hit 2 players on backside, and yeah, they're completely forced away here. Easy entrance for EG.
There was still Thorns up, so it's not the quickest hit. Spike is going to take a second to come down.
And even at that, because it took them a bit of time, Kalenzin's over here. Oh, and he has the Armageddon. He might find the timing to be able to rip this on tap.
4v4 now. Not using the ult, just the drone for info to start. But you're right, Spike knocked down. He has the missiles, has the annihilation.
EG are waiting for Superman's lurk to activate. He finally went through B. The rest of the team is going to follow in behind him because they saw all these players rotate in. This timing is beautiful. A nice shot from him. Just a molly to stall out and get his team that B site.
Spike planted.
You can see the Tuis and DigiZen. They are so apprehensive because EG are on all of the angles, positioned behind them. Look at the flanks that they have to be concerned about right now before they even think about going for a retake.
And this is why Super was so successful in the last time he played Lotus. It wasn't just because he was shooting. Obviously he was. It was because they were calling this macro where he was continually getting lurks up B and getting into positions exactly like this. And if I was Loud coming into this game, that's what I would have been afraid of.
I think this has kind of been a signature of EG's and probably Potter's
style
I was
just about to say.
On Lotus. Because if you think back to last year, what was it, Apoth on the Cypher, always going
through B.
With the Cypher lurks through B. Supa would have the A lurk timings going down. I think this is very much her style of how to play the wide 3 bomb site map.
To his own here now, but the ult's coming in. It's going to be a fast C hit from EG. There's a little gap past that Armageddon. Surely Icy's rocket should end this, and
ends a little bit more than he wanted to.
Yeah, nice trade from Icy to help out Luke Show there.
Oh yeah, he traded himself.
Yeah. Trade yourself.
It's a good deal, 1 for 1.
There.
Still, Kalamazoo has been chilling with this Armageddon, by the way, and that's going to be pretty good at getting someone out of the pit or killing someone in the pit.
This is how it ends.
Fault line to set it up as well. Should be coming in.
Oh my god, and the stun is perfectly placed. That was really nicely done.
Still, Supa's kept us online the entire time. EG are trying to play off the site, but he can't get the opener. It all goes back to Derek now. Spike not in a great spot for him, and it's just a whole lot of nothing. That's all I've got.
I'm seeing some sort of A clash coming up.
With the 8 players on A, give it away.
So
Yeah, he has a nice
high-level
spot
analysis.
here. Digizin is seized as well. He could be in a tough spot. Moryuto getting reined in. That's a rolling thunder from the defense.
What am I looking
But,
at?
they don't have follow-up, and everyone is still alive somehow.
Is Kalenzi nothing to you?
No, he's something to me, but he died earlier.
Okay, well, look, Lookshow is there for 2 kills, but Ye's got the res.
Run away from Ye. Just
Think Ye's gonna be able to
let
find
that
anything
expire.
here.
No, there's no way.
That's tough.
You know what's not tough? When
What?
nature plants this spike and has a nightfall to pop up when the retake comes in. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Face your fear!
They're going to use it immediately. Spot 2 players towards spawn. Maybe makes you a little sus of the flank coming through.
Ooh, but now no guns left for the EG players on site. Still, I don't know if Loud can scale so quickly off that. That seems like a sort of worthless ult, apart from like being scared of getting pushed themselves. But Loud still have to retake the site.
And they still have a stun on 2Es. Flash as well. There's good util for this. Lukeshow dives into the site. But it's a tough setup to break here, especially with Derek getting that kill. That'll secure some space, but he'd love to get another. Keep the missiles alive. Time getting real low for Loud. They need to get on this spike now, but Derek and Supa, they shut it down.
Troubled, so this is going to need to be re-cleared from
I'm
EG.
worried about it though, because there's still a fault line that Tui's is holding out in his
Yeah,
hands.
exactly.
Pancada in a good spot. He's good for it again. This
He's
guy
always
is
winning this.
such a beast at Mound. How
30
many
seconds
opening
left.
picks has he got?
He's so confident fighting there. He really doesn't give it up. Wow. Lovely timing from Ye to even things up. Passes through the wall. This is going to cause some chaos for Loud on the rotates.
But the flash getting the ping while the wall up is telling Loud that there is the lurk coming in. So they're fully aware of this. Pancada's going to fall back. And with 10 seconds left, don't know. Oh, Ye can't be getting that
10
kill there.
seconds left.
If Loud want a chance of the round, they're pushing forward to try and stop the spike from going down. 6 seconds left on the clock. It's a big kill. Loud are just going to be able to take the round with no time left to plant. And a 4K
Stoic.
from Pancada.
That is lovely from Pancada. He has single-handedly been winning Loud these rounds towards the C side of the map. Most teams are heavy stacking Vice util or doubling up in this area, but he has been a lone C constantly,
Loud just put
winning.
one man there, and it's good enough.
That
No,
spray transfer is nasty.
For real, normally it's the Vice doing that. That's
Yeah.
what we've seen the majority of the time on Lotus in this stage 1.
Go ahead.
They're still not really comfortable. There's a gap here for Digizin to play with.
Hey, look, it's the Armageddon.
It is. He's going to be able to 1-2 it away. Supa gets a double kill.
The classic Armageddon, leave a gap, put the
No,
missiles
that's a
there.
pistol.
Oh my God, Lukeshow. I'm not sure if I'm excited about the
we
play
fire
or
this
mad
guy?
about your joke.
Can we get anyone here for this try? Could this just be a cast and
This
not a
is
try
tough.
cast?
30 seconds left.
We can make it normal. Wait, what are EG doing? For a second, Icy was going over into B, but the spike stuck in tree. He's going to be able to plant.
You got 2 strikes on jokes. one more and you're out of here.
No more funny business. I'm locking in.
10 seconds
Okay,
left.
Icy's going for a fight here while the plant comes down, but no
Spike
one is
planted.
over there. It's a round we've seen before. 2 retaking from stairs. One's going to go late through tree. Missiles up.
Good clear from EG, knowing no one's coming at them from heaven.
Armageddon.
A rewrap could be big from Icy.
Ye has to really do so much here. Icy's low on HP. He's missiled out.
Good
Good
timing.
night. Lukeshow. It's a banger shot, and surely that's the round. Icy late
Nice.
to the party, and
Again, Loud have managed to put 2 players towards C. Again, Pancada is getting this kill.
Yeah, I would love to know the first kill stats for this
Well,
half
I
right now.
just
It's
personally
like
counted
all
5
out.
of them
Yeah.
from him on C.
Insane.
And yet this is
Jizin?
the first round to Jizin is there. Good trade though from Icy.
yeah, it's nice. They actually even this one out, 4v4. They still have to raise Rocket as well for a re-hit here.
And you've got Loud drifting towards C on account of the Luke Show over towards A, just hard facing from stairs, has that sheer wall, is obviously
Yeah.
going to hear if anyone opens the door.
And then you can pop the flash off the door to see if anyone actually walked all the
crosses
way in.
Yep.
Really good info on this side of the map.
Drone is down.
But still, I like the pressure that EG are putting down, even by slowing down the round. Now that it's 4 players, you know that it's very hard to hold all of the different lanes to get into a site. Oh my.
Pancada still gets a kill there. He's backpedaling, stuck within the seas.
What?
And the
Oh my
missiles.
god, if he got that one, no, that would have been devious.
I really thought he was going to for a
30
moment.
seconds left.
It's low time though for EG, but Supa's lurk is successful on B.
Yeah, he was able to sneak in from A through Baby Door to B.
And he might have a kill in spawn here. Luke Show's coming back to check on him.
Yeah, the thing is, Luke Show knows something's gone
Timing.
down.
Oh,
what a flick!
Superman!
This
Damn.
guy's nasty.
I have the spike.
He'll get the plant too.
10
For the
seconds.
That'll
pit.
get him
Yeah,
the
that's gonna
ultimate.
get the pit. Oh my god, he's tanking that.
Somehow sneaks out of it. Stun in. Louder trying to get ahead of this utility, but the pit's already spread. They're gonna start to get decayed down. Shorty ready in the hands of Superman. A cat to push in as well. And the Shorty, not enough! Kawenzina gets one, but Nature, as the pit drops, puts it into a 2v1 for 2Es. Positions are good though.
No util to play with. Nature's just going to take this passively. Play around the delay from the missiles, almost a timing.
One enemy remaining.
And that's a kill, 2Es. 1v1. Sticks it halfway, but the swing!
What?
How? 2Es! I don't think
but
he
he
has
just
the
doesn't
time.
have the time. That was a nasty, nasty shot though. Oh my god, that's a
He was so close to getting it half as well.
delay
True.
moment. Oh my god, Derek.
That's crazy.
Like actual, barely the perfect timing from Derek.
But closing out the half 6-6 off of just...
I think Loud are going to be happy with this for sure.
absolutely.
I think you're always going to be happy getting 6 rounds on Lotus defense
I
for the
literally-
most part. But emphasis on tree control. You know, you're going to have Nature take contact here, try and distract. So Icy can swing. Oh, but shut down straight away. Nature, nice taps with the classic, 2 for 2.
It's Pancada again though, getting a double there. Puts this round, at least for EG's hands, into Yang.
Who's the raid boss with the overheal? The speed picks up the ghost.
150 health now with that ghost. He wants a fight.
Yeah, lost the overheal now though. But the rest of his team has showed up.
Derek has 1 stun. That's their only way to get past this smoke. In it goes. EG flooding to the site. Oh, the stun. 2E swings, and Pancada's got his back as well. Supa, 1v2, but he cannot pull it through. I think the player he reminds me most of is like watching Primi when he debuted in Pacific. With that like really precise, perfect crosshair placement. Always ready for the perfect angle. I mean, it's
30
just been
seconds left.
Yeah,
so
that's
impressive
sick
for
intuition.
Luke showed that he's on a winless team, and he's still looking this good.
And it's why I feel like Loud are on the cusp of being like a top 4 contending team, which I know sounds like cope, but I swear it's true.
I'm trying to think of some other like really
Enemy
high
remaining.
God.
impact or just like debut performances of players, of rookie players. It's definitely one of if not the best we've seen from an individual.
I mean, people that come to mind. Primi again. Alpha Year.
Sure. I'm thinking in America
Okay.
specifically.
Do we have rookies? Oxy, his first year with C9 was pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
Oxy's insane.
His kickoff was crazy.
Mata
right?
had an insane kickoff.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a great comparison considering like the teams have had like similar like close games but keep losing despite individual excellence.
I mean, he's actually catching up to Pancada on the scoreboard. He's got the trip wall behind them.
Loud FPX spot last round, so they have 5 rifles here on their bonus.
With more than enough money to play for a big buy on this next round too. Okay, the standard spam and
You wouldn't
free kill.
expect him to spam that for the 4th time in a row. That's how he gets you.
More spam. No, he catches onto it this time.
What is
Oh,
that timing?
no one's looking at him. He gets 2
what?
kills.
I'm sorry, I need to see what happened with Ye's positioning there that he was able to do that.
It's because the door just opened. Ye was playing inside of the smoke. The second tree player was the one watching that angle. But when the door opens, he turns to look at that line. That's when the rookie is swinging them and getting the 2K.
That is insane. Just 2 away now from catching up to Pancada on the scoreboard, who has 21 in 15 rounds. That's what I mean, the talent on this team, the individual skill is so insane.
2v3 for EG. They need to win this round, but the kills, they come in well. Pancada alone. He's blind, crossing him up. And now a 1v1 Pancada!
God!
It's unfathomable what he and Luke Show are doing this game.
Just round after round, it's just a montage for this guy. 26-3, a Red Bull clutch in a position that looked completely unplayable, but he's got the blind TikTok teleport. Superman's got absolutely no idea where he is to win out this 1v2.
The Omen classic. With that 1-2 util play. That's so good. And he's so confident just holding the angle. Like, could he
even
have
stepped
tried
out
to...
a little wider.
He could have tried to delay it.
And it doesn't even cost them so much, right? They didn't even use the breach stun on the play, just a flash. So they could explode into the side if they want.
Stun onto Supa, slide, but Ye has cover.
Oh
It
my God.
gets two.
It's prime Ye.
Okay,
Headhunter looking kills.
he's 10 and 15, guys. Deep breaths.
Enemy
Oh,
remaining.
Supa as well, okay.
Spike down.
It's prime
B.
Supa.
I have the spike.
How has this all gone
I'm closer
wrong?
to giving you that.
And Supa is just so ready to get those 2 kills off the door.
Yep.
Does Luke Shaw win a 1 versus 5?
No.
Is he like that?
I don't think he's like that. Okay.
Launching thorns. Thorns
I don't like his
activated.
odds versus Ye up in heaven.
Oh my God, I thought he was definitely getting shot in the back.
This
He
guy's
gets
got
out to
moves.
A.
Wait, this guy's got a plant now.
Thorns are live.
I like using the thorn, sets up a flash as well to swing
He's
on.
got his ult even.
EG just have 4. They're gonna quadruple
Are
swing
we
it,
going
surely.
back to B? Oh my God, so close.
Yay, dead. Okay. Deep breaths.
He had me believing for a
Deep
second. I'm gonna be
breaths.
real. He had
Wyatt,
me believing
I
for a
saw
second.
you like start to get out of your chair.
Look, Mimi, you're saying deep breaths. That's just a full eco that EG won. Like, off of Ye finding a 2K. EG have 3 stacked on to C. Somehow, no utility is hitting Ye. Okay, he's dodging. Oh, that
jumps
is
out of it.
sick tracking. Yeah,
Okay,
second
it
flick.
is giving Headhunter. You're right.
thank you.
And then Supa caught that great timing.
I see his position here off his contact. Nature has the spam to be able to come in. Nature actually repositioning here. What a timing! Going on the swing to find a kill. Wall up should get him out, no problem.
They also. How did DG Zin get that kill? Through the wall, I believe. And Luke Show the
Disaster.
movement. Oh, EG, this is a calamity of a round.
And now an ultimate just to push players back. The counter response
Oh my
coming in from
God.
Loud. Just keeps going forward.
Ye's back alive, but he's
Oh,
running
surprise.
into Luke Show. Good night, buddy.
standing.
You're in a stun. And Loud, they lose an eco round, but they are right back into it.
But what if Supa 1v4?
I think they're aware. Oh, what a shot! Oh my God!
1v2 now for
No,
Superman.
he should
Just
not
let
be
it
getting
happen.
away with that.
Just no.
He can hear Luke Show on this rotate towards spawn right now.
He knows they're gonna be backside, I think.
They're doubled up in heaven. Super jiggles Luke Show.
So fast.
Won't let him get away with it.
I would personally love if for the rest of this map,
Ye is inserted very deep towards that attacker spawn. All right, here comes the A side. Execute, stealth drone clearing out. Pretty much the entirety of the site. Gets back towards waterfall as well.
EG operating under the wait and spawn strat and simply retake.
I mean, Luke Show is flanking right now all the way through the B-C connector.
But the retake's gonna start for Evil Geniuses. They're stalled out for a minute. Luke Show's running up behind them. How many does he see? Luke Show, 3! Outstanding from the rookie yet again. And this round is turned on its head.
The timing is insane. He's on for a 30 bomb on Vice. On the Vice.
He wasn't even top fragging at the half.
Christie's on the floor.
I'm literally on the floor because I think this guy, the second and third kills were just spammed
What did
through
he
smoke,
Yes.
no?
Yeah, no, he didn't even see them. But he didn't even see them. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, or you make
He's
your
got
own life.
both.
No,
Something
but
like that.
that's also just awareness, right? Because
Yeah.
there's nowhere else EG can realistically be. And they've been stalled out up in heaven because the Omen smoke, the fast lane too.
Are you just gonna stay sitting on the floor?
I'm kind of enjoying it down here.
Okay.
I like only the people on the TikTok stream can see it.
By the way, I see got a 4K that round.
And this has put EG on a weird buy. They like half buy into another half buy.
They have the rocket, which is something, but there's not a lot of
Oh,
good.
Oh, he
did see
actually
them
did
go
see
through
them.
the
Yeah,
wall.
he just barely spotted them.
But when he shot them, he didn't see them
No,
really.
he saw the arm of the Teo through the wall there right at the end, I think.
Why are you trying to take it away from
So
him?
free.
Let him have his moment.
I feel like him seeing them is more impressive. We're already into the next round. Loud faked pressure towards another. TPing in. Pancada
Classic.
is in the spawn. What's
Classic
Derek
play.
looking at? Did he think the Omen
Hold on,
canceled
the
the
super is generational! What is that? Only a flash is going to take him down, but Pancada on site, pushing forward. Ye's going to deal with him nicely.
Ye has hit some nasty shots in this game as well, leaving it all in the hands of twltch, who's been temporarily benched, temporarily unbenched. This would be a good moment for him to stay off the bench if he
earn
can
your
win this
spot
1v3.
Yeah,
Oh my
he's gonna
god!
shut it down though.
I think they're realizing B's been a little bit lighter, so the quick pop may just work for them.
In goes Jin. He'll path towards Baby Door, but it gets stunned, and he has to back away for now.
Oh my god, he is getting bombed by Util.
There's nowhere to hide.
Pandemonium.
Guns on the site. They're double pandemonium.
He's
It's
ulting in front of
madness.
him. What
And
is
it's
going
still
on?
Pancada with 2 kills. Hold on now. 4v3 for Evil Geniuses. A rocket to take it down to 2 on the side of Loud. That spike out in the open, and Derek, after surviving the initial hit, is there for the 3K and to bring EG up to 10.
Such a crazy flood. Derek's Util there was fantastic. That Armageddon. Not only did it find a kill,
on Jin entering too.
yeah, it just dispersed everyone into the angles where the flooding EG players could
He's
capitalize
had
as well.
some silly ults this game.
Get some time to come through Baby Door.
Nice, Derek!
I think he's feeling it.
I'm feeling the same way. I was nice.
I wasn't ready to match that energy. I respect it though.
No, we did not ramp into that. All right, Derek's trying to do this silly little cross where Superman does this silly little take contact. This is a Teo inserted. This guy doesn't have a dash. He doesn't have a dash. He doesn't have a teleport.
God.
He can't get out.
No. We're giving guns over. Now there's a breach ult into the site. Louder gonna have the plant.
And by the way, Luxo still has this steel garden, so we might just get an honest Western film sheriff standoff when the retake comes in.
They're pitting on the retake. Anti-eco. Dudge is in the one with the gun. He's had a rough game thus far. Here's a chance to turn around. Good night,
the
Ye.
timing.
Hold on, look at
and
this
it's a
lurk.
double flank.
EG are pushing into the site where there's lurks coming in on the other side of the map. Loud have tons of time to
They
work
haven't
with.
planted.
Wait for Luxo. Look at where he is, back in EG's spawn. EG are gonna have to rotate back into him to stop this B plant.
And they're setting him up to perfection. Loud bait back towards B. Luke Show standing in wait. He's whiffing. Oh, God. That's my only reaction to that.
That is the honest reaction we were waiting for. And this puts Loud in an awkward position because their only rifle in Digizin is gone. It's 3 sheriffs all trying to get a little bit active on their own. Pancada creeping up back towards the defensive spawn. That's a beautiful kill
He's him.
to start this off. Now the clock starting to work away.
Look at the positions. This feels unwinnable for Icy.
He has to go hunt down 3 different players. There's just not going to be enough time.
Oh, that.
Why did they embed a player on an anti-eco in the corner as Teo?
I mean, also, yeah, I mean, they just have no players that can actually escape one and dones like that with the comp that they have.
Put Ye on Chamber.
If they have a Chamber or if they had an Omen. Oh, but Derek is just stuck and he's isolated because of the cloud that's up from the Viper.
I just want to say, we are going into potentially the final round. Luxo and Pancada are both on 27
God.
kills. This could be the round to see who's going to be on top.
You can't be losing when you have the Shaq and Kobe performance.
True.
You actually can't.
Remember, Luxo, since debuting, has top fragged 5 of his 6 games with Loud.
Not against the
And now
Boombot.
he's 0-1 versus the Boombot.
Superman's in a great spot. He's been the shining light for EG, and he starts the round well, but the Util,
Oh my God.
somehow he finds a gap within it all.
Yeah, just playing high on the box. The Aftershock was below him. That might even give false info to Loud, though. I mean, at this point, could have pivoted back.
Just saw 3 players, but didn't spot that Luxo had rotated back into the team. Still, EG had crept up into the forward A space, so maybe they're worried about a front B lurk, something like this.
I mean,
Things considered.
minute left. These guys have no space.
Yeah.
No map control.
And even just having the Odin here on a timing, thinking this is about the time they'd be entering main. For a little bit of chip damage. Beautiful.
Ooh, spot out onto at least 2. Sees in Icy. Gotta be the man of the hour here. Gotta step up. Kawa off the satchel. He's moving. Does not care.
30
Love that
seconds
attempt, though. Wall is now up. Cowanzin's going to try to get through the door with the rest of Loud, who are fairly weak.
Here's Ye.
20 seconds.
Ulted up. Only a shorty now. If he gets a kill, it's still good. Smoke up. Optimal position. That's one. On the reload, Ye dips back.
10
He's going back in. The shorty. That's a double with the shorty.
It's a shorty collat.
Wait, what? Wait,
He got them both.
Unbelievable.
Show it again.
Yeah, rewind the tape. I don't care about anything else inside of the round. It didn't matter. That is a guy that's full ulted. Goes to
Okay.
shorty. Okay, first kill, whatever.
Gets away, and then he gets the speed here.
That's a collat. That's one bullet, Mimi.
That's unbelievable.
I mean,
They're freaking out, too.
Even Foe's like, wait a second, did that just happen?
Dare I say, prime Ye.
Luis holds the stun. No one swings. Haunt broken.
Locating target.
And now they can action on this execute.
Well,
If they want to go.
didn't locate any targets really. Just got shot down. We're getting the info.
In the last several rounds, at a moment like this, EG had a player pushed very deep towards Rubble. At the moment, they've only got some pretty passive information. But even still, with Icy just jiggling, they have all rotated to this
EG
side.
has 3 here, super starts, but Didge's in, maybe finding his round. Finally, it's the other players from Loud who haven't thrived thus far, finding their mark to put it even.
2-on-2 now for Loudness Coast. No ultimates really to work with here. But full utility on the side of Icy.
I'm looking to see if Tuiz is going to get this fault line back up in time. EG are going a little bit slow. Further delay from the
There.
vines could allow
Stall.
that util to cycle.
Util combo. Nade in. Doesn't catch. Just a bit of damage onto Tuiz.
Satchel out.
Satchel forward, Icy spots them both out. Tap on the spike, Icy, Ye together for the first kill, and now Tuiz in the one-on-two. Tuiz, he ends the game with a stunning shot on the Guardian. He's off the bench, he's in the server, and he's won this map.
Yeah, well, we were calling out the clutcher kick for the Tuiz 1v3, but he's staying off the bench. He gets the 1v2.
No problem. This 4K
He's
is
starting.
crazy.
He's starting. That was so sick. Both
Red Bull
players
clutch.
forced into the swing because of the aftershock.
Ye has been on the Yoru previously. Like, even in their win versus... Wait, no, I'm trolling.
You are
Ignore
trolling,
me.
but there's a hit coming in first.
What am I talking about?
EG are out on the site.
Oh my
Lucho
God.
spammed down by Nature, and now they'll fight back towards Secret. Tuiz, good for a second. He ended the game, and he starts this one strong as well.
Dang, he is stepping
Spike
up. And
planted.
Nature right now isolated on the site.
The players' main are not smoked off, though, so there is a crossfire. Now the smoke's up, and Pancada is rewarded with the kill. Swing out, Sheriff, he's pulled wide, and
Oh my
Didge's
God.
in. He adjusts for the kills.
Louder about to go for a big fight here into mid. Flash on through the
my
with
God.
that transfer
Dude,
is...
he
I
is
feel like
sick
we're just
today.
reacting to a highlight reel this match.
Dare I say... I'm not going to say it.
This is just a montage.
What do you
And
do?
I like it. He said he wasn't going to say it.
You're smart.
I wasn't going to say it. Well, I was going to say prime Ye.
Oh, okay.
Whenever Ye hits
Okay,
a clip,
buddy.
I'm just going to say prime Ye, because that's what the people say these days.
All right, Superman is taking his sweet time, just trying to contact up towards B, clear out those common close angles.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to have to activate that shear wall.
I don't love Luxio's odds with just a Marshall backside.
No,
I wouldn't say I
certainly not
hate them
ideal.
either.
Although also, like, right now with this walk-up A main, Cal getting all the info, Loud can start to lean over into B, call Pancada in to assist Luxio. That duo, we just saw it last round, completely carve up EG on their exec.
Cowanzine has a really nice
I mean,
timing on this
he might
one.
just get both kills right now. This is
Oh,
crazy
he's going
fight.
knife
30
out.
seconds left.
Cowanzine, perfect timing. That's one.
Good.
And he dips away. Doesn't get greedy.
No, and now you have to plant this spike if you're Nature,
20
feeling the
seconds.
pressure of the time.
Luxio has a fight here. When does he choose to swing? Whiffs, but another swing in. Nature gets it done. But the
10
plank is still
seconds
not
left.
down, and Pancada has snuck in backside. A flank coming through. They're crossing them up. Every which way is Pancada.
Last player
Somehow
standing.
doesn't come up with the second, and now Nature, the IGL, a chance to win this in the 1v1.
Great kill on Pancada, who's going to regret getting ahead of himself, trying to take that fight before Kawanzin is here, and now you're not playing it for him, but Kawanzin doesn't have a gun.
Does it matter? No way. I mean, almost gets it on the right click, but it's Nature coming up with the clutch instead.
I mean, still though, that is EG only surviving one player on the anti-bonus.
Pancada said in the interview with Rip, we just needed more money. They kept making it too close on every eco. And
Be for real.
I would say this is more so getting their funny off this round.
I mean,
Thorns up. Another bit of stall. Finally, EG are making this hit happen, but there's so many players backside ready to flood in. Util.
Loud at 5 players here.
Yeah, it's starting to rain in already. Here's that retake. 25 seconds, spike not planted. Luke Show trying to wrangle the shots. They're both low in this fight against Nature. He'll win it. Trade is there, but Loud has arrived on the site, and they have control. 15 seconds, and Loud has locked the door in the face of EG. A suck onto the bomb. Icy trying desperately to get a plant down, but the spam, his health, it's just not there. Finally a stick coming through, but the spam in time, and they're out of it. Nature runs for the hills, and EG lose the round.
I think the idea might just be run harder execs and stop that time from being taken away from them.
And that idea is all well and good, but EG's off. Okay, it's dealt with. Ye gets the opener. Icy, who is he gonna try and go for here? Out with the Bucky, Icy. He gets his kill.
Yeah, good movement, tossing the jump in
The
there
horns.
too.
No one broke it. That's one kill, another
oh my
spam
god,
from
just
Dooley.
random spam. And Kawanzin has the Armageddon for the next tap, or to try and clear out back halls when they get back in.
There it is. There's nowhere for Ye to go but in. Trying to find something. Super will bail him out, and now he's been able to slip back towards street. Loud still not scaled out into the site. We'll get some info. No one's played close. But even then, Ye's still going back into the fire. Loud aren't into the site. Ye is here. Finally taken down, but lots of time dealt with. The rest of EG playing deep towards long. First tap onto the spike now.
I think it's going to be a straight post plant. They don't have the time for this. Loud finally getting on the spike. Finally trying to stick things through. Tui's gets the kill. There's still room for the stick. Super adjusts. Just in the nick of time. Got closer than it maybe should have been, but EG still win it out.
They've done a great job at shutting down Digizine now in these prior 2 rounds, who's been pushing up with the scoped weapons, trying to find that opening towards B-Long. At some point, though, on that Loud 2v2, you just know they're cooked, because despite your Ye going down, he did a great job delaying.
Loud again can play to just stall out this hit.
Double ults used, but that's just going to send Loud straight into the site. They're here to brawl. Dash through. The double duelists have arrived. The plant still yet to. Oh, the fight through the smoke. Ye was alone there, and he dies for his hubris. Now an advantage to Loud. They're going to put more ults into this one. Guns taken away. Icy very alone here, just a shorty in his hands. We saw
Nice
Ye
smoke to
do
play
it.
with, though.
A little late, but Digizine could try to rip that ultimate, get in and get all the info. Yeah, he's going to.
He gets out. Now a 4v4. Ult from Digizine. Kawanzin is holding this one. Missiles finally in, but they've got it halfway. Icy only goes 1 for 1. And there's still a lot of time for Loud to play with. Kawa is sticking again, and no one is stopping him. No one is swinging him. The pull doesn't come in. They didn't think it was halved, and they lose the round because of it. Loud now 5-2 up.
And it's another 3K for Pancada. I mean, like, what is
14-2.
going on?
He's 14-2.
7.0 KD.
Astra. Yeah, I mean, the first one is, that fight through is just...
Was there a Yoru flash or something I missed?
Icy had 1 flash left, but I mean, Potter's looking befuddled. As am I.
Uh-oh.
So seeing those 2 players pushed up B, there's going to be a fight for a moment off the
They're using
clone.
the ult on a fake here.
But there's still a problem towards A. The Yoru is here. The spike is moving over onto that side of the map.
But Digizine is going back towards the site. He needs to be ready to fight in main. He could win the round here.
The spike is still so far away with only 19 now.
He eats a stun. He might die for it. Stunned a second time. Flash in his face. He's still alive. 10 seconds. The spike now races into the site. It's the pistols come alive for EG. And now the spam! The round! Can they still win it? The plant's coming in. It's back and forth. Icy needs the stick, but Pancada. Now a 1v1. Then Icy. What was that round?
How on earth do they win that? With, what was it, 12 seconds when they were stuck in main trying to get onto the site? Pancada gets the double spam.
He walks accidentally into a stun, then gets stunned a second time by the Astra.
My eyes, get acid into my eyes. What is A main right now?
That is a... Pancada just gets 2 kills spamming the
Digizin is
smoke.
double stunned, but at the same time double flashing EG. And then with the 0.5 seconds, what, we're getting the plant down only to win the Thrifty?
Gate crash from Icy placed over towards Art, going to teleport through now, get the information on A. EG, they want to pivot back, get into that A site, execute with a split.
What?
Just popping out of the ult.
Sticking that?
And he doesn't die for it either. Cowanzine runs. It's another round where the site gets
that's
wild,
so sick.
and Cowanzine is the one who wins it out. The trade there is very nice from Ye, but Luxio's come up on the flank, eating away at some damage and shooed back to the safety of his teammates.
Yeah, Luxio's kind of struggled on that angle a few times. EG now droning to get back into the space, but I think they may just end up rotating back towards B. They've left Ye for the time being. He'll try to retreat himself after a few warning shots back in, but Luxio snuck into the B site.
Tripped.
Yeah,
It's
and
behind the Cosmic Divide.
that sheer wall did get activated in streak.
Okay, past the because the Vise got past the Astral, they
30
hear these
seconds
rotates, so Spike is going back into A. EG have the audio info. Loud didn't think they could.
They're slow though. Loud is working back, but they're not running it.
20 seconds, guys, let's do it.
They're finally gonna find the site. Get the plant down.
15 seconds.
Get
They
the plant
should be
down.
able to plant here safely.
Okay, they've done that one for the first time. It's not too nail biting.
And Ye's boosted up on top of this box. Super annoying angle for Loud to deal with on the retake.
3 in Art, 1 in main for the post fight. No presence on the site. And Digizin, he has a key position here, but he has to contend with Ye up top this box. This fight might just decide the round. Digizin starts to work in. It's free onto Ye. Flash in hand, but he dips back to safety, and now support has arrived in Loud. 2v2 towards Art. They're dealing with every kill, and the util starts to fall away. Missiles were used. They'll delay for a moment, but Derek is so far away from this fight, and now he's the only one left. It's not enough. Loud has to run. The time has expired, and EG sneak away with the round.
Loud, they are flanking up mid, but here's that
Wait, they have
sheer
to do
wall.
some like movement.
Wait, what is?
Some movement.
Oh, they've got it activated, and it's all a ruse. They will be going back to Art.
EG use an ult here. Doesn't tag anyone. They're using 2 ults here. Against mostly Sheriffs.
You're so smart, Mimi. How did you count to 2?
I just feel like that might be a lot. To be fair, they think Loud Force here doesn't matter though. That's 1 with the Sheriff already.
Pancada is just, even in the ecos, adding up kills.
Oh, good flash from Digizin.
That's 2.
He's
Game's even,
ulting?
and
He's
he's
handling
sending it.
this.
Wants to win this round. Spots out 1 player. Knows
Spots
the
out
second
2.
is in main. Will he pop out on the right timing? He's out of the ultimate and TPing back into sight. Low time.
Wait, you can
Dewey
full
can
stick back
defuse
there.
around the corner, but the missiles should win this round because time is already so far gone. And he can't get on the spike. The kills not coming through either, and it got dangerous, it got dicey, but nature saves the day with a 4K.
EG have been doing a really good job at staying alive and spamming the spike with utility
That is
late
the EG
and
classic.
stopping Loud from defusing.
Unironically, like
They're
going
playing
back
to the win con.
to when this was a world champion team, Putter was always like, what if we just spam the smokes on Pearl?
3.
And then
Yep.
we win the round.
Ah,
Pearl. Just spam the...
Nicholas Garrison, oh my. Let's do it.
Is Nate,
Did we
Nature
just have to
Nicholas?
censor a lot?
Yeah. That was like you listen to like a modern song on the radio and there's just 40% is cuts.
Did you guys know Nature's full name is actually Nicholas Acher?
No.
That's not... I don't believe that's
No.
what Icy just said.
Oh, I thought that's what he was saying.
No, I think you might have misheard.
I think you're wrong.
Loud,
Okay.
they've got the full buy.
My
They've
bad.
got one opportunity to tie this up 6-6. And okay, Scrappy in the duels, but too easily, at least trades it back, and then Nature gets his.
That's a big ulti. Loud going for this mid fight. Looks just going to walk out into mid, but isn't quite there either. Still more bodies entering the fray. You think about it, Loud have never on a buy round fought into mid, so those extra angles unexpected. Jin walking down B long also finds, and it sort of blocks CG out of this round.
Allowed to remember their confidence this round. Map 1, it was all about the duels here. Just swing them in mid, swing them in main. get yours. It's a 2v4 now for Evil Geniuses.
Stealth drone over from Loud being sent to clear out a ton of A main, so some valuable info gained for them as we're heading to the tail end of this round, and EG will begin to feel a bit of pressure from the clock, needing to get this spike down on the A site. Could get slowed down by these thorns being activated. Cross map from Luke Show as well.
Now it's seen, nice shot. That should lock up this round. Yay! Oh, nice adjustment, but he doesn't find the kill. And it's 6-6 yet again. 2 maps in a row where we're tied even at half.
Trust me.
All missiles away.
No one's really here on B to hold.
I mean, they're going to be getting here pretty quickly, right? EG trying to get past the one-way to Jazin, though. Early trades. And Loud are divided up around the wall for a moment, but with all these smokes down, it should be easy enough to get into a comfy post.
The smokes are falling now, and EG has pretty much all arrived. Derek just a little later than the rest of the team.
And Lucho trying to find a timing, but forced back by Util.
Yay, into the side already. A lot of utility for backhaul, but Loud are holding their nerve. And Luxia, is this his round to turn it back into his favor? Absolutely. Easy 3 for Luxia. He's up to 8.
There's something about him on the pistol rounds with the Ghost that results in consistent multi-kills. He is so sharp.
And he also ends up being the guy that's usually saving in the next round a lot of times too, just carrying up a pistol, still finding value in those as well.
They did not prioritize getting into mid early on.
Icy ran out of time on his Stevie. Now he'll swing in, has a second to escape, and does get out as Nature picks up a kill. The lurk from Luxia. Activated into the site. Good timing, found onto Nature, who's got blindsided, and Icy on the swing as well. Barely finds a shot.
Oh my god!
Luxio, this rookie man, he is so good.
I mean, just 3 different fights in different locations. The first one handed to him, right? Not looking there. But then to win the next 2, felt like EG kind of rushed their way into the fight. Whether it was Ye swinging back hall when you've got the double flank coming down into street.
And again, because they do that FPX buy on their anti-EQ after winning pistol, they get a really solid one here. Tons of rifles to play with. That is clinical on the third.
And the thing is, when you go for a 4-1 split like this, you're usually like, the one player is usually the last to activate, or it's a throwaway 1-for-1 stimulus package there. Will eco kill. And now baiting out the wall from Loud. This is pulling 4 rotators in, but Pancada, once more, the solo street lurk.
Don't let him do it again, please.
Oh, this might be a brutal timing. Yes, Superman going to get that free as it comes.
Out from heaven. Flash and nicely damaged. EG, they're firing back. It's a flawless, thrifty win. Oh my god.
That's messed up. That was uncalled for.
Strays on strays.
That was
I'm Ye's biggest fan. Don't even start with me.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't get it mistaken.
He's getting it twisted. Okay, that's actually Prime. He is so sick.
He's so back. He's so back.
I mean, the knives during the Steel Garden is so insane.
He's got the op back.
We've waited years for this.
Here.
Gonna wait a little
Not
longer.
That. 5v2, I want the highlight reel. Come on, Ye. Through the smoke, Icy takes the first. Ye whiffs.
Pancada looking sharp right now, but double face from EG to clean him up.
To use the dimensional
team,
drift on the
great
eco
timing.
round, though.
I think it's fine. You take it. When it offers you up a clean round like this.
They all lined up so perfectly for Supa there.
Bring them down.
Wow, Tuz was considering the early ult there. Now gonna pop that into the site. Not gonna find anything. They're probably gonna think there'll be players up inside of A main at the moment.
I mean, that is some thorough util. Everything cleared out. This should be a pretty safe plant, and then they can rip that Cosmic Divide after the spike is down. They have the Armageddon for delay later. Cowanzian is, of course, going to get the missiles cycled up as well.
Icy's working on a flank. He falls off.
Oh my god.
It's a near kill off the missiles. Superman, right before the wall goes up, finds DGZ. So it's a 5v4 retake. Loud has forces still left alive on this site, and they have to be stalwart in their defense with the swings from EG. Util good. Luxio! He was stunned! But still the round's not done. Loud walled off. Pancada holding, and there's no trade for Yay. Missiles, a pull. The spike is stalled, but the wall is still up for another moment. Now it'll fall down, a stun, ready to go. Spam needs to come in as Pancada. He comes alive, and Loud win out the rounds. They take their lead back.
And that's how a post-plant will go when you have your Astra and Tejo able to survive to the very end. That miscue timing, though, through the Cosmic Divide, where it obviously Ye had intentions of swinging through, and either someone didn't listen to his call to go through, and he ended up going alone, or there was some kind of communication mishap that occurred, which allowed Pancada to get that free kill, get it into the 2 versus 2.
Are you serious? I got...
It's that explosive retake potential EG are hoping for, not going to be able to tap into that. Xin finding the opening towards B. Makes so much rely on the other carries of EG.
God. Ye was just swinging through that.
Here's
Max
Nature
confidence.
on the site, repositioning into the close corner. This could be deadly. There's a duel in mid as well, but Nature, he's gone. And now it's on Supa, who does find his mark. Still, it's a big disadvantage here. 4v2. Does Derek take this time? And he wants to, but the coverage is thorough from Loud.
And at this point, they can just gather back up, play passively. Astra alive, Tejo alive, 2 versus 4. Nightmare situation for EG.
Dudgeson is in back hall, but he still has the teleport to escape to long after he takes this first fight. Or even if EG wait too long to get back into the site.
I don't know if they can even win this round. Time's low, the player's long. This is gonna be so difficult, but that's a solid start. Still, the util is a definite problem for Evil Geniuses. They're gonna try and get on the spike, but there's a player there ready to spam, a player there ready to push, and Derek, he's gonna die.
Dejazine running through the A site, getting all the info, realizes for his team that it is completely empty. Luke Shaw goes down on the flank.
Okay.
That's a gun for Ye.
Oh, and that's the wall taken down as well. So all of a sudden, Icy is going to be on this flank so much faster than Loud would ever expect.
Yeah, they're going to need to be heightened in the awareness to be able to pick off Icy.
I don't think anyone's going to be looking, at least not yet. When does that internal clock start to tick? When do they realize not fast enough? It doesn't matter! Icy misses the mark!
With the hero rifle too. That was EG's chance to get back in. Now the Tejo ultimate going down. They might just be able to get on the spike.
They're gonna try to. Nature holding things down. The missile's coming in.
Haft
gets it halfway. Dies for the efforts, but Supa with the bucky. He's gone through the smoke, and now Derek has to defend. Ye's trying to stick in the 2v2, the defuse. It's coming through, and EG on their thrifty round, despite the bumbles, despite the mistakes, win it out regardless.
That was huge. I think the Armageddon from Derek is really the big difference maker there.
That
because there were Tejo missiles on the other side, but they came in late because that Tejo was trying to run out of the other one's ulti.
Oh my god, what a shot from Ye. But that's the risk of being the lurk on an anti-eco and getting proactive to the...
Nightfall will sell his position quickly though, so if Loud can scale off that.
No clone for DGZ. They have to just send it through
Huge
this
stall.
wall. But the stall, you're right, they're completely canceled out here. 25 seconds. And now, finally, the go button getting pressed, but Icy in the corner. The wall up, Icy, he whiffs again! And that might just do it. Nature now in a tougher position than he ever could have fathomed. Loud, how are they doing this?
Well, now it's a 3v4 retake for EG. Ye still has an operator in his hand. The spike is going to be planted, and Tui's falls. Still, it's traded out by Kaunzian on the other side. EG are flooding into the site, but it's about to be a 1v3. It's just not going to happen. It's all Loud.
When you have your world champ IGLing and dropping 30, you can't be going 1-4 if they win this game.
This round is rough, too. EG, series point on a low
I've
by
seen this
force.
round in EMEA. I'm a little scared about the bucky.
I mean, they've won 2 thrifties already in this game, or this half even.
Oh, don't let him get away with this. Don't let him do something with the bucky. That's 1 already.
Oh my god, he's not aware. Icy gets the
Lacking
kill.
critical information.
That's a 30-kill player, not checking his corners. You can't go into this bucky. You can't swing this bucky. Please don't swing the bucky. Okay, it's fine. DGZ comes up and saves the day, and Loud, they fight back, bounce back into this room, but Icy! Redemption from the whiff! Just for 3, and EG have the gap to 1.
I think we have to talk about the absurdity of that round for EG. First of all, it's a full force Bucky, Sheriff, Stingers nonsense. But also Loud had 3 players that were 1 orb away from having ults. The fact that they get these fights here, Icy's finding that and teleporting back to be involved in this.
Yeah, that was
bad work.
A great reposition. More important is the fact that the other 3 Loud players have ultimates to play with. Use that Cosmic Divide to try to nullify some angles, force out. Yay, but he's able to capitalize regardless.
The spam is good for the trade, but it's still a 4v3. Ult for Luke Show. Icy replying with the Dimensional Drift, pushing back towards Long. He's seen them all. The rotates will arrive, and look at Icy. The wall means no audio on him, and he's repositioned all the way back to Long.
EG gonna take their time, wait for these walls to come down. 40 seconds left, and Loud aren't even on the site. They're stuck back in Hall. The missiles to force them out into the open.
But the wall is still up, and Icy doesn't have his shot.
Grenade is live.
30 seconds now. Derek worried about a push towards spawn, but the util to stall out.
And the wall's coming down now.
They're double swinging back into the site.
Oh, it looks like they know.
They're so ready for Icy, but he could still pick a good time and could find his moment. Flash up. Icy spots 1. Another flash, 15 seconds. Loud. They need to get the plant down, but EG is sending in all the troops. And Pancada, the IGL, the star. It should be just too much. 4 seconds, he's out of time. EG, OT, they're not out yet. He's had a rough series, but in OT, it's not gonna change. Dead to Icy. And EG up 5v4. Luke Show, he's not finding the mark either. And EG now a clean advantage and a golden pathway to B.
Yeah, nobody on that B site. No Vi's utility to worry about any longer.
And those are the kind of shots that Digizine just never misses, frankly. Such a rare whiff from him. EG are in prime position to get to this match point.
And they've still got a couple flashes on Icy. They've got the stun from Derek. They've got so many fighting tools. Loud really need to find a pick out from Heaven, but those angles aren't being offered up to them just yet.
EG have both their post-plant players stuck in towards Long. Loud have to go quickly if they even want a chance of winning this. They see Icy, that's a free opener, so maybe a chance now. They swing towards backside, no one's looking at Pancada, no one's looking, and now it's all about the post-plant.
Oh, but there's still 2 stars down
Missiles
right now.
already got used. The pull will come in next. No, the stun to start. Tui's pushed away, but it's a 2v1.
The other star's gone.
There's no pull. He's got to run. He has to stop Tui's. Tui's sticking, holding the shorty. It's enough from Derek. And EG, they have their own shot at map point. It's just going to be a re-exec, though. Loud is sending it. Here they come, Loud into the site. Icy swings out, finds 1, 2 from Icy. That's what you need to see, but Pancada breaking records and maybe winning this round. Needs a little more, though. 2 already. But Yay on this late flank could be the knife in the back. Yay. When does he arrive? Just at the perfect time. 1 more kill. It's Tui's off the bench, in the roster, trying to end a game on a clutch. But this time he can't do it. EG in overtime push us all the way to split.
Kill record broken for this stage, and you can't win the map. 2 of them, Lotus, Pearl, both coming down to the wire.
Now they're kind of normal.
And we love that for them.
Superman
Okay,
Icy
Pancada.
right into the stun. That is
He's
so
back.
well lined up.
Literally, this guy every single series is just a monster.
Maybe
was
Digizin's
also-
gonna join him too. I mean, getting that shot onto Yay.
A great fall line for Tui's. You got to give him credit for that. That line you can take from male with the fault line all the way into A ramp is just super strong.
Spike down B.
All right, so go next.
Yeah, tucking EG into bed this pistol round. Breach not really set up for it this time. Tui's is more concerned about vents.
I think there was some noise made on that drop as well from Nature. Digizine is just struggling in these fights at the moment where he's pushed up forward, taking 1v1s.
EG have a split onto Tuis. He's very alone in this corner. That's one though. Two from Tuis. Let's see if he can get another. Yes, he can.
Right movement. That little strafe to the right, forcing Superman to take some awkward adjustments with the aim.
I do appreciate it. I talk about his stun for about 45 seconds that round, then he's just 3K'ing with his gun.
Yep.
No problem.
I mean, talk of people who have to prove themselves alongside Pancada. You know, Tuis was benched, now he's back.
Loud have really stacked up heavily towards B. On account of Digizin's position, Luxio catching the first. Breaches Hill off the field. Superman done for as well.
Never gonna dance again.
This game has been so interesting. It feels like, in large part, it has just been EG contacting around the map and losing every round by attrition. Just a player gets spammed through smoke here, someone finds a aggro timing towards A main there, and they're playing like 3v5s every round.
Luxio fearing the deadly aspects of the blast pack.
Not another eco.
Oh,
Don't
my God.
eco them again.
They're not going to do that hitting into B with 2 backside anchors from Loud with rifles. They would never win another eco.
They wouldn't do that. It's
Oh,
not
I love the TP into Paranoia. Only Ye unblinded, and it's good enough for 1-for-1.
But they still lose Tuis. Pancada's alone. DGZ only has an outlaw. And look how far away he is. This is essentially a 1v2 clutch round for Pancada.
15 seconds, though, is tough.
Had to pop the blades. High-low setup.
Spike planted.
Icy falls away. Derek
my
can't
God.
find it with the Sheriff. And now Icy in the 1v2 spins around. And in the 1v1 against DGZ, the duelist diving down and dead to DG.
Yeah, it was just susceptible to one knife from the Blade Storm.
And just so hard to play out of. Luxio's somehow finding a way. 1 kill for him already. Just barely hit by the stun, and that's going to cost him.
Awa running through. He has his knife out. There's someone right in front of him. Derek and your gun out. What is this? Chaos both ways.
The double stun!
Shake hands. We all whiff. We all use util.
We're Valoranting. There's only 10 seconds left, and there's no way Nature's getting that spike.
Oh my God. That's a tax write-off donation on the spike there.
I mean, we might see that in the next lore cinematic when there's the Tejo against the other world Tejo. However that, lore works. It's
Omega,
so confusing to
Alpha,
me.
like the groups.
Yeah,
something like that.
it's
Or like
actually
the
fairly
wolves.
simple.
Pancada.
It's down to
About
30
three.
seconds. EG have
30
ults too, but
seconds
Tuis is just waiting to stall out this hit.
Both Rolling Thunders go in, they nullify. Ye wins the fight in main, so
Crucial.
Tuis, the last stand for Loud to try and stall out this spike plant. He might just get overwhelmed though, that's one. Tuis, 15 seconds to stop this, and he cannot. But the team has made it. There's missiles, there's an Armageddon, but it's not used in time, and EG get the plant. Luxio, he's getting sneaky.
How is he here?
He snuck all the way through the pit,
standing.
but Derek can spawn. It's a kill onto his teammate, and now Luxio, he's all alone. A kill here would give away the game, and now EG, they know. They're ready,
Oh
but
my
Super's
God.
dead. Tap on the spike amid the pull. Nature, he wraps it up, and EG finally double their round count. He knows for sure now. Icy just made noise vent, so that primes EG to walk up onto the line. Ye fell off the angle
Oh
and
my God.
nearly gets away with his life. But here's the push coming back towards heaven. Luxio only gets one, and EG trade on A.
Yeah, Ye is able to pick off Digizin's second
30
round
seconds left.
in a row. Teleport from Pancada could get him in position to try and make a hero play over towards A, where Ye is embedded in the
20
site.
seconds
They're
again.
trying to rotate the spike in.
Last player standing.
Oh, but that was the key player. That was the missiles, the Armageddon. That was the last chance for Loud slipping away.
Alright, Superman is working his way up off that cell phone. Tui's previously had a fault line set up for mid that Luxio could play off of, but that's not the case anymore. He's crept into the smoke rifle out. This is a little awkward. Oh, but he does find that first kill. Instant trade from Pancada. Nicely done.
You want to send someone to try and recover that gun. It's actually the ultimate use there too for EG. They really need to win this round. Guns picked up. Loud have a real shot at it, and Pancada on the reposition. He could be potent here, but the shot's not found in time, and EG claim control of B.
That is disastrous. He had an opportunity for minimum one. Could have gotten two, and now it's falling apart. Tuis is left with just the ghost in this scenario. Digizine is going to have to step up for the team.
Tuis needs to drop into hell to find a rifle down there.
He's got it.
But with Derek repositioning to main, doubled up backside, this crossfire is brutal.
Yay, misses out on the shot. And this gives inroads. Stun for both breaches. Nature primes his. DG dodges it. And Derek, 30 health. The missiles to work with. DG holding this one. He's going to get it halfway. An updraft to get out does not need it. And Derek getting held wide by Tui's. Not ready. Loud. Bounce back. Claim their 7.
It feels like the rounds they've tried to work into Mail have been tough. The rounds they've gotten up ramp have been very successful. As a counterpoint, right now quickly up into that mid. Lookshow's in front of it, but panged out, and he's going to be taken down easy.
I see insta reacts to pop his ultimate. I don't know if he's going to have a target for this one. An ult coming in from his teammate, I think, there. No, that is going to be the defender one coming through, and gets a little weird, but Icy still gets it with the Guardian finding that kill.
Yeah, you blink and EG are up 5v2.
All good. A little fast around, that's all they needed this time.
Standing.
And Nature takes down one. This means
Spike
DGZ
planted.
in a 1v5, and I mean, you asked for a little more pace. They've given it to you.
Yeah, they upped it, and particularly they get the kill on Luxio, and why slow down there? Icy's going to pop the showstopper, force any other players to retreat, take all that space together. That's pretty ridiculous, but incredibly irrelevant.
The pistols have been so effective from Loud. This time, just 5 players ready to dash into the B site. Just in already back site, and EG, no one's home.
And if they win this, it would be 5 pistol rounds, 1 in a row for Loud.
Yes, EG, you just do not want to have to deal with anchoring in a site, getting bombarded by all of that utility.
But Nature has full utility. EG are ready to flood out into the site quickly. Already 1 kill, but Lookshot has been fantastic so far. As the trades come in and missiles find something, Pancada and Tui's are forced onto other sides of the site.
There's a stun for Nature. Aftershock into the corner as well. Tui's flushed out. And EG do well to deal with him, but the Sheriff from Pancada, not this time.
Doing a lot of bait work for Icy on the Pixel line. Ooh, the spam isn't connecting him. Slightly off on that lineup.
In they go. Icy. He gets 1. How much more? He's already wounded. Players dive down into his name. And Icy still trying desperately to live. Not for long. Now it's up to Ye. The second rifle in the hands of an EG player, and he's ready for the player towards main. But Pancada, a lovely crouch. The movement's too good from Loud.
Luxo's movement is crazy. He is just sprinting around the map. Getting kills underneath you, wrapped around pillar to put down pressure. 20 seconds left. He needs to get this cross. Nature tried to take the timing.
He's walking through the molly, but he's getting
Wow.
held. Luxo.
God, he got the guy behind him, and he brought him down
the
to
planter.
is. Wait. Yes, 5 HP on Luxo.
Show me the Luxo kills,
that
please,
was-
please.
That was so crazy. Oh yeah, up to 19, 4K on the round.
No, honestly, this is like kind of an awesome map to watch, just from Luxo's perspective. Because I feel like
Look at this guy.
a lot of the time, like he's ending up being like
Oh my
the entry
God.
for the team. Like if his duelist is ever dying, he's the one immediately seizing on space and not waiting around for anything.
So insane.
Coming into this third map, Pancada was close to breaking the America's kill record for a BO3, but it's Luxo instead, the guy who is top fragging this map and taking control on attack. I think coming up on 20 kills for him now.
Very pivotal round now in the game. Both teams' economy completely gone. Nothing in the reserves.
Gonna be a lot on Icy if they keep going into vents. An ultimate into mid just to reclaim some of the space. Big damage onto Digizen.
Nearly gets the kill there.
It could be frustrating now, though, if they end up in a retake situation where Luxo has that Viper's Pit and Armageddon to force them out of that would be real nice.
And Loud not having any
gone.
mid space this late in the round is kind of upsetting. They're leaving Digizen there because he's so low HP and
Look
he's
at the timing he just found. Past the Roomba, flanking through. Icy, he's about to get flanked. Walks back towards the jet, doesn't even matter.
Great flash.
Because Luke shows the executioner on ramp.
And remember, Nature so low, back on site, droned out by the opposing Tejo.
And
Dunked
just has
up.
the stinger as well.
Good
He's
night,
cooked.
Nature. Luke show, another
Oh
kill for the
my
highlight
God.
reel. This guy is outrageous.
Making montages in VCT.
I wish I had like a time machine and I could just like go forward to the first stage 2 match for Loud. Watch Luke show there.
We have to now, listen, we're still a bit ways away, but let's see if Luxo can now break the single map kill record that Pancada set on Pearl.
It's funny that you went like, you want to go to the future with the time machine. If I had a time machine,
Decent and unorthodox record. I see close up with the Bucky. He's gonna get the first into the showstopper.
It's too. Oh, he
my
hits
word,
it.
he's alive!
He's
Look
alive.
at the moves! Icy is out just like that.
They can't keep getting away with it.
On the third map, he's
Oh
back.
my God,
with
they
another
can't
eco.
keep getting away with it.
Jesse Pinkman on his knees.
This shouldn't be happening.
It's Pancada. Pancada's still alive.
It doesn't matter. They're 2 versus 5. It's the most cooked.
No way, Icy gets. If Icy gets another Bucky kill,
It's the most cooked.
I will put my face in the cake.
Where's the cake?
30 seconds.
Can we get the cake back up here? Because it's
Last player
happening.
standing.
It's a
It's not
flawless.
happening.
Hold
He's
on.
not getting another kill.
It might not be
So
a
he's just gonna
flawless.
die and spawn.
The suspense is pounding.
Any
Don't
second
go towards
now,
that Bucky, buddy.
there will be
Go to the
action.
10
Bucky.
seconds left.
Just stay right here.
Get
It's
your,
nice and
get
safe
your
and
eco
warm.
frags, Tuies. Come on.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh
It's
no.
fine.
Oh no.
Almost.
Rifle
There
recovery.
could have been a paint shot kill.
It wouldn't have counted.
Okay. Gonna be like that, huh?
So of course, EG win a flawless eco
Naturally.
round.
Okay,
of
but
course.
look at this. First of all,
Naturally.
full blind gets the kill, and then, like, it goes straight up into the air to dodge like that.
I've been an Icy doubter in the past, but you gotta be honest when he's popping. That was a sick round from him.
Potter's face was too funny.
Right.
She was really saying, damn, we won that? we got another one?
You can read lips
How
like
did
that.
he do that?
She really said capital O colon.
I'm trying to do that in my. Wait, you do O first?
Yeah.
I'm a colon capital O.
It's kind of a crazy maneuver, I'm not gonna lie, Mimi. All right, stealth drone. It's getting the space for Pancada to play off, get some A-ramp control. Where Loud has been putting some emphasis on this half for sure. Taking it pretty quickly most of the rounds.
It's gotta hurt. Right through the wall there. Hold on, look show. Ooh. I feel like he's taking this timing.
He might be taking
No
it.
charges left.
His team's putting a lot of pressure to let him out.
I mean, even just getting, what, 2, 3 stars put over on the B side while his team's up in heaven, not bad.
Does he try to walk out now with that nebula dropping? This is Zine so far forward.
He wants to so bad.
Evan. Oh my God, brought Derek down to 11 HP with the Bulldog.
They're coming back for the split into B. It's an Omen ult in backside. Tuies gets that kill in mid, and now just sprinting back up into Mail.
This is an awesome pivot, and they've got the Vipers pit down for the post plant into this 4-on-4 with a rolling thunder. Things get scrappy.
Missiles aftershock keep EG from actually playing the Flood retake.
This round might just be completely cooked from Evil Geniuses. A stun is all they've got.
Missiles for Derek though. Icy still a nade. I mean, there's something to try and win this with. But they would almost need to get lucky in some way. Missiles, stun in the corner, but Luke Show, the nade's coming towards him. Can he live through it? No! Luke
Paint
Show
shell
down
kill.
to the paint shells. And it's a 4v3, but time is still a critical problem, and Cow and Zine is still fighting. He'll swing forward. Icy on the defuse. Missiles going in. Is it enough? Will it stop the defuse? No! Just in the nick of time, Icy pulls off the defuse. And Loud may have the kills, but EG have the round.
That is wild. Icy getting the paint shell kill with all the utility they threw into the site.
It seemed like that rolling thunder I thought would be enough delay that they would not be able to stick this.
You don't have to, you don't have to.
It looked
two
like
people
Derek.
died.
Yeah, it looked like Derek was ready to sprint in if the timing was off, but he
Yeah.
didn't realize he was dipping his toes into the, the missiles that were exploding.
Peek me.
Oh
They
my
did.
God!
Hold on, they might have that motion.
Poison's off.
All right, waiting for that cloud to drop. Nebula now cycled into mid. Loud pressing forward. They can, well, recover an outlaw.
Unfortunately,
They can't grab
EG
that.
all have heavy, so less exciting. Although I do like EG stepping up into B main now, giving up full control over mid.
It's gonna be a 2v4 though, in this space. Here comes the swing from Loud. Super. It's 1 for 2.
Motion, inertia, momentum. They've
It's
got it
happening.
on the eco round.
Oh no, Luxo with the timing up into heaven as well. Derek naded away, can't push the planter like he wanted.
And scan. They're aware. Luxo shuts down nature, wrapping
Wrap
his
it
stairs.
up,
Oh
wrap
my
it
god.
The least stakes.
All right, dash through from Digizine. Oh my god. Great kill from Ye, but insta trade from Loud to keep us even at the 4-on-4. Armageddon going to force anybody from EG back. If they were playing towards Raptors, Heaven.
Cowan gets a big
Cowan.
one there.
Cool.
Cowan Zine actually finds 2 in the... Derek!
Excuse me?
Where did those kills come from? Pancada, 1v2. Trying to close this one out. Get Loud to series point. A walk forward. Step made. EG on the double swing. They stay in it.
EG on double digits now. Unbelievable. Just one off.
I like that timing window that EG picked to actually fight into Loud when they were trying to get that spike down. This swing from Derek was really nice. They're stopping them just as they're getting onto the site that Usual Wave came in.
That was nice from Derek.
And you can see how much it means to them to get this a win right now.
He's locked in. Now Loud, they've got, it's an FPX buy on round 22. I've never seen that one before.
Little weird.
But yeah, look, Digizin's got knives. They're still trying to play this one out. Have enough for the next. So
Oh,
they can
rocket
do.
for Icy. Doesn't find a connection. Super with the shorty.
Whoa, go back to B Heaven though, because Ye stepped up on this. Drone will see him. Now in a 1-on-2. And Loud don't look to be slowing down anytime soon. That is a gorgeous shot out of Ye. He's gonna fall back, group with his team. Or maybe get back involved.
They lost the B side in all of the chaos here.
But EG are looking for a mid pinch too, with 2 players moving to vents.
Get the spike to Pancada, teleport to A.
Whoa.
Do it. No, or just plant.
Way too
Or,
dang.
or just plant on B.
Still going to be a tough post plant to navigate here.
Oh, the pinch is about to punish Luxo though.
He's
Can't
not
be
looking
sticking
for
around
it.
for this. No, sir, he's down.
In hell, though, Pancada still yet to find his record. Here's his chance to do it. With a round win to boot. 1 player above him. He's crossed up, trying to find a shot, and he just is unable to. So Dewey's now in a 1v3, and that task is too difficult as well.
Oh, we have cursed him for talking.
Oh dear.
It's a big round. Loud. They're on attack. They have 11 rounds. They're using the Rolling Thunder. They're getting into the B site for free. All of the util is down. Can they get the spike down? EG have rotated quickly.
It's gonna be a 5v5 retake in EG. They've already flooded in. Icy spots one on New Box, and it's all traded out. EG up by 1. But a flank coming in.
Supa's working on that lurk. And let Needy hit the spike down. EG will be able to hear this. And Supa's gonna make his move.
Spike planted.
Astral falling, Superman. That's 1. Cuts it down to Pancada, still yet to find his record. He's got it. Now he wants the round, but Derek again, the man to deny. EG, match point.
Poetic that he's broken the record of Osphos, a duo that won a world championship together, has taken the crown.
Loud's going back to B.
And Ye's in his favorite spot. He loves this corner. Used to be on the chamber with the free out. He doesn't think he needs it anymore. Dodging the flash, but he is seen. Louder moving into him quickly. And he's in the midst of it all. 1 kill, traded back quickly, but Supa is still in the back of sight. Trades back and forth. It's a 3-on-3 in the post.
Drone coming in for the retake. Cowanzine going up towards heaven. Icy's here. Icy gets the kill. Now Luke Show, the rookie, and Tui's to try and take this game to overtime. Extend already our longest series of the stage. Tap on the spike. Missiles flash for EG, the double swing in heaven. EG! It took the longest game, but they get their win heading into playoffs. They send Loud out with a 0-5 record on the stage.
They rally back with 5 excellent retakes in a row to close out Split. At one point on Pearl, they were down